And I was like, yo, I can expiate endless karma here. I will work, I will stay here, and I will figure it out. Even if I gotta leave and come back again, I will stay here and figure it out because I figured like, yo, I have to secure my family's future and my future. If this is my shot, this is my shot. But anyway, speaking of shots, let's go ahead and play what happened. So again, when I first heard this reason, I was like, that's a bit much. But you know what though? But he has a point when it comes to making a choice based off of the best outcome possible. What are the odds and what do certain things mean? Now, for a lot of guys, wouldn't be look at it because this is a good looking woman. If you saw her in person, you saw, and let's say also too, all the women had nice shapes on here. They were a lot of them was older and everything. And not old. I mean, because a lot of these girls are around my age. You know what I mean? But we got people that are close to 50, and people that are around my age. So this girl's a little bit older than me. You know, and she's very very nice looking. You know what I mean? And again, a great body. You know, and a lot of guys when she only got one kid. A lot of guys would not have been able to say nah. So, but let's hear his reason.
Sorry, that's a deal breaker. I mean, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married, got kids. That's a deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
He said you might as well stay single. You're probably good. I ain't gonna lie. That wasn't. That's when I realized. Oh, guys are not coming on here to actually meet y'all no more. Guys are coming on here to promote. Like he's smart. I think he said he got something going on, but that's the smartest thing. Because listen, that the whole point of the show is about humiliation. For most guys who go in there, it's humiliation. Like he's one of the rare occurrences where at least ones I see, I can't watch that show. It's like, I mean, you know what it really is? It's that like black male humiliation porn. Because people like to see black men get humiliated. Like it is African American culture to humiliate and disrespect black men no matter what. It don't matter if y'all friends. It don't matter if they're the best at what they do. You have to find a way to shit on his work, or have to find a way to degrade that man and degrade what he's done, just because he's great at what he does. Shit is weird. But anywho. But speaking to the long-term thinking and his reasoning, right? He said, you're 38, you never been married, and you have kids. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag. Now, I wouldn't say call it a red flag, but I don't know. But then again, when you one thing I find that, when you talk to, first of all, women have kids from the time they're 17. So the older a woman is, more than likely she's going to have a child. If a child's on, if she's over 30, especially if she's over 30, she's coming with a kid, bro. You know what I mean? If she's single, she's coming with a kid, right? But I think that the never been married thing speaks to also you not, and it is important, because if a woman's never been married by that time, that means that you were not able to. It's not because something's wrong with the man. A lot of times it's not that. It's because you are so incompatible, or you are so how can I say? Just not worthy of wife for you. You're just not made to be a wife. You're not. What's the word? What's the word I heard? What's the word? Not how can I say? Basically, in so many words, you're just not qualified. You just wouldn't be qualified to be a wife. That would mean that, again, no man saw you basically as a wife, or basically that's what happened. Like no man saw you worthy of making his wife, or I'm sorry, I keep losing track, or you weren't able to get on his program. For the most part, now that we have these conversations and women tell these stories over and over and over again, y'all talk about how y'all will leave a relationship. Whether it's valid or not, again, you're not going to get but so many, and to a certain degree, you have to decide for yourself factually what's worth leaving a relationship for. That's why, for the most part, women mostly don't leave bad situations like that. Not really. It takes a while. Which is why it's good for her to get a guy that has morals and values. If you get with a guy that has morals and values, you won't have to worry about being mistreated. And for the most part, you'll always be able to resolve things if he has morals and values. But the thing is this, the way that women choose men will be a lot like, again, I think one of the best analogies will be if young people could emancipate at 12 years old, and then, but not only emancipate, but actually for the most part, get services that would replace like the duties of a parent. So like they get like they'll get Section 8, like kids Section 8. When if they start working a part-time job, they got to give 20%, for the rent. You feel me? They got to pay their own utilities and everything. They can go to school and everything like that to get grants. Just all types of shit, right? And they also get like shuttles to the grocery store, the laundromat, and the school back. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. If they got a job, they have to get home by themselves. Stuff like that. And to a kid, that would sound good, right? But all those things would not replace a parent. A parent can't give you legacy. A parent can't give you I'm sorry. All those things can't replace the structure, the legacy, the culture. You know what I'm saying, the different indoctrinations, the communication, all these different things that help you develop. Mostly the accountability, though, and the ability to really keep learning right from wrong. From the time you're born, you are every single day, you are refining your understanding of right from wrong, whether you know it or not. Now, if you don't put no effort into it, then yeah, I guess you're not doing nothing. But you should. You feel me?
They never had my baby. He told me how much he wants to say to you. They never had me.
I think it's my man just texted me back a year later. I'm like, God damn, I don't what the hell are you talking about? Anywho, all right, bro. All right, so there's that, man. That's interesting. And of course, you had people in the comment section that was getting upset, talking about here he is with his little brother's sweater on, and so on and so forth. Of course, you got a lot of people caping, but it is true because if I told you that I'm 37 years old, you know what I mean, and you ask me, what do you do, or what do you do, and I tell you that, I've been a substitute teacher in the district for the last like 10 years or so, and I stop right there. If a man, when men are older, they expect that when someone asks them, what do you do? They're expected to have something. Even if they got to make up a name for. I remember, I used to know a guy, man. That's my guy, good guy. I know from the SGI. And I remember I think we were all talking because we were at a young men's meeting. And I remember, like, rather than saying he worked at AutoZone, he said, I ain't working car parts. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he phrased it. He didn't say he worked at AutoZone. He said, I work in car parts. And I was like, that's slick. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Oh, I lost my soundboard. You know I said, ooh.
That's what we doing right now.
That's what I said, ooh.
That's what we doing right now.
But anyway, so
sooner or later, her cookies get crushed.
Her cookies got crushed.
Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yo, and they all look shocked. They all look shocked, like utterly shocked. So here we go as a caper right here. Now, rather than just respecting that he don't want to date her, he don't want to date her. So what women be doing, is rather than say, oh, he don't like her, and that's it. They are basically defending. Basically, so you're saying that he should have chose her. He has a right to his own preference. If she didn't want to date him, you wouldn't be writing a paragraph nowhere. Shorty says, let me break this down. She's 38, mature with one kid, and ain't ran through. Never married. She puts in parentheses. I'm sorry. She said, let me break this down. She's 38. And in parentheses, she's put mature with one kid, ain't ran through. In parentheses, never married. Parentheses, hasn't settled. That intimidates him. He's looking for a woman who's going to put up with his BS. He's looking for a woman who's gonna put up with his BS. In parentheses, I don't like quitters, and not walk out on him once he reveals his true self. He doesn't want a woman that he can build with. He wants a weak and emotionally unstable woman that will stay with him while he puts her through all the hell and hot waters. Sir, go to hell immediately. Let me go ahead and write to her. Oh, no one is intimidated. It's called being undesirable. Like talking about, like, I gotta stop this. Like, yeah, that's all I said, man. No one is intimidated by y'all. It's called being undesirable. Hey, y'all gotta stop this stuff. If she didn't like him, you would not written out one paragraph. Like, you talking about, man? You gotta chill out. I gotta stop. I'm just saying, like, nah, I gotta swoop in because they said being intimidated. No one is. It's not called. You know what it is. Women are so self-centered. Everything she named in that paragraph. That's how women choose men. That's why losers always got a woman. Niggas with no car always got a woman. Niggas come out of jail, as we're going to look at in a little bit, they always have a woman. Always there, always available. If the worst men always had women, and I'm going to tell you why the worst men always have women. It's because modern women think happiness is doing whatever the hell they want, like a child would think. When you're a child, when you're young, the younger you are, the more you think a good life is doing whatever you want. It's not until you start learning how to earn things and learn what respect is and want respect for yourself that you start to see the value. Because you don't really see value comes with maturity. Your ability to see value in everything, not some things. Like, for example, an older person, yeah, it's nice to get some money in the card, but so if somebody writes you a card, that's still you would see that as, oh wow, it's very nice. You wrote me a card, thank you so much. Or you wrote me a nice card, thank you so much. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you at work or whatever, like you would, if someone just writes you a nice note. But when you're a kid, you're 10 years old, that's not going to do anything for you. Isn't that interesting? When you're a kid, if somebody could write you a heartfelt letter, you're not able to even perceive what love is at that point, what real love is. And let me tell you something, real love makes people hate you. No one wants you to come along and make them the best versions of themselves. You need to understand that when it comes to leadership. No one wants you to make you the best, wants you to make them the best version of themselves. If someone can't, I'll prove it. If I came to your house every morning and chased you out the bed and made you run in front of my car for 2 miles, by the summertime you'd be in incredible shape. And if I chased you around and made you do push-ups and lunges and pull-ups and shit in the park and force you to do it, you'd be in amazing shape. If I came in there and threw out all the bread and junk food and shit like that, you know what I mean? And I said, if we're going to eat like this, I'm even going to make the food for you. You would hate me for that. The only way you wouldn't hate me for it, I'm going to tell you the only way. This is interesting, right? If I did it for free, you would hate me for it. But if I charge you and I make you pay me for it, you have more respect for it. Interesting, right? But anywho, she also made a point about mature. Again, don't get me wrong. How every man sees age is relative to him. A lot of times, for the most part, the way that women see men, men see women, is based off of it's like what they can get. A lot of guys, even guys who got like that, they don't necessarily have. They're not even able to really perceive when a woman is actually very pretty. know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, men are designed biologically to be attracted to women and be able to get it there with a woman almost no matter what, to the point where men will be in relationships with women that they really do not like. Or even bigger than that, it's very normal to see a really unattractive woman have at least one kid. At least one. At least one. So, but nah, yeah, man. So yeah, it's a wrap, bro. I put it like this. You know, it's also funny that, and also all the women that were in this lineup, they all say he was very attractive. All right. So, and that's what I thought was crazy when I see that comment with old girl saying, "Oh, here he is with his little brother sweater on." Fam, to the women in his age group, they liked him. Okay, he seemed like he's tall. He got a beard. You know what I'm saying? He got nice clothes and whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? You know, he built like a man. Like, come on now, stop it. Stop it. All right, man. Also, let me go back to this comment because this projection was crazy. Also, so it's always interesting to see like how a lot of women will display throughout social media that they don't necessarily have their own original thought pattern when it comes. Well, I'm sorry, their own ideas when it comes to relationships. Because she ran through the whole gamut of all the excuses that you'll see across social media for why a black woman is single. And again, it always kind of goes back to basically that I won't be falling for the tricks that men pull, or I won't be deceived, or I'm too smart. Or you know, or you knew that your game wasn't going to work on me. And what's interesting is that that's not who men are. It is a male trait to be honorable and to be righteous. It's because men have chosen to be righteous that we have civilization. If men still thought like savages, we would never have all of this advancement, all this technology. Because the priority will always be on survival from, you know, basically from getting killed by your fellow man. Having a civilized society where people can't just do whatever they want has really made the world better. It was crazy. It's like, yo, when you see them Wild Wild West movies, now I don't know how accurate they are, but having a whole police department and fire department, those are new things. Meaning that they are less, those concepts are less than 200 years old. If you were here 200 years ago, 1824, somebody could just come in your house and just, you know, I could come burn your house down, and it would just be up to you to get revenge. I could drive I could get a time machine and drive a truck through your house, and you can't get no insurance, nothing. You just out of a house if it's 1824. Anywho, it's time for me to move on. You broads is cooked. I'm joking, man. Hey, listen, man. I really think that these actually are positive things. I think that because what men are afraid of is always jeopardizing their chance at the box. But you got to realize that you're going to waste more time not realizing when you have taken an L. All right. And when you don't realize that, you'll find yourself concerned. Basically, like the main thing that guys always do is that they'll get a woman that's a certain kind of way and try to change her. You know what I mean? I think that's also why what the guy said. I mean, like, yo, it was. If you're a successful man, you kind of do need to be that strict. Because again, like, yo, the woman you're around and who you put your time into, yo. And also, and again, I'm like, also the older I get, the more I keep realizing, like, yo, real talk. It's not that it's impossible, but the woman will have to really have the intention and the thought of really wanting to have a good relationship. Because again, like, yo, if I'm 37 now, if I was 37, you know what I'm saying, and I've never had a job for more than 6 months, know what I'm saying? And then, I come to try, I'm trying to I'm interviewing at a company, and I'm telling them that, what are they going to say? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, yo, and not only that, it's because I'm getting let go, but I got let go by all these jobs. That wouldn't be good if I told you that, hey, I've been let go by all my jobs, and I've never been at the job for more than 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And you look at my resume, and it's like I've had 40 jobs in the last 10 years. Anyway, oh my God! So why is there a fly in here? How's a fly get into my house? And it should be dying. How y'all still alive? Anyway, whatever, yo. It's time to move on to the main event. I knew this was going to happen. But anyway, I'm resilient. I'm not giving up. You feel me? And let's go ahead and get into Love at the Lockup, baby. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?